Hey everybody, and welcome to my In5 series on the SP404 mk2, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. I had been interested in doing a video based on a user suggestion for just something to show off for making syncopated versions of pads and stuff, but instead I found a goofy problem that I want to go over first. So if the BPM sync is driving you nuts, there's a few reasons for this. Is because the SP404 mk2 does, especially if you have it set to auto, is going to come up with and find different ways to find its BPM. So check this out. We're going to go record. I'm just going to record a pad. Doesn't need to be anything fancy, but just something that's like a sustained tone so you can hear this. All right, we got that good. So we can play it. It thinks it's 90 BPM. The reason why it thinks that this pad is recorded at 90 BPM is if you go hold Shift and external source, you can see record BPM is set to 90. It's fine. It thinks it's 90. It's not, but it's okay. Now, this is what happens when we decide to go put this through Slicer. We're getting like, it's in this, I'll show you the Slicer effect is set to sync. So it should be syncing to the BPM. Now, BPM, it believes is 90 is for this pad. We're not playing a pattern. There's no external synths playing anything. It's just it thinks it's at 90. So you're getting this pulse. So if I go to project tempo, we're on project. I could adjust this and it's going to, all day, it's not going to make a change. Doesn't matter. Now, if I go shift external source and adjust here, you can hear we are impacting it, but as soon as we come out of external source, it's back to kind of that pulse. So what it actually seems to be doing is it's pulling from the actual assigned value in pitch and speed if there's no pattern going and external source isn't turned on. So just to note, if you're just playing a pad and you're trying to get synced values for BPM for your effects, you have to know if nothing else is running, it's going to pull the BPM from a single pad that's playing. Presumably it's going to pull it from the first pad that's playing. If you're recording in from an external source, it is then going to use that value. And this is where it gets fun, is if you're resampling, it's going to actually use this record BPM. So actually let's first, we want to resample. I'm going to go here. So you can hear it's actually playing at a different speed and it's using the record BPM from external source as 131. Again, this is okay, but it's just things that you need to know. So if we want to make a syncopated sound like George had suggested now, we have to go make that change to the BPM to the record BPM setting. And let's say we had 131, we're going to do 80 now. And watch this. So we're playing it, let's turn it on. Getting kind of like that syncopated, like different sounds. If we go resample, it's a completely different BPM because now it's using the 80 BPM instead of the recorded 131. So I'm just trying to let you guys know that a couple things to know is if you're going to be resampling, make sure you're remembering to, and you want to do something like this, make sure you're changing your external source. Also, the BPM can be modified by the pad you're playing. So it can get very complicated and build things up, but it looks like nothing playing. It's going to use the BPM assigned to a single pad that you're playing. If you are resampling, it's going to use your external source BPM. And if you have a pattern playing, it's going to use your pattern BPM for whatever your effect syncing settings are set to. Anyway, guys, I know it's a lot. I hope that helps. I will actually get to the George video, even though I kind of showed off some of the stuff, but we'll get there. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music. Keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.